just now realizing that while Zootopia only has mammals, they forgot marine mammals, and I'm upset.
There's fun in learning around the bend. You could even do it with your best friend. If there's science stuff that you like to know, come watch Allie and CoCo Science Show.
Hey guys, welcome to Allie and CoCo Science Show. Ignore this one here. It is quarantine day 7, and so first off, if you aren't staying home right now, if you're not an essential worker, please stay home. I cannot stress this enough. Please just stay home. If you are an essential worker, I would just like to say thank you. This goes to any truck drivers, farmers, nurses, grocery workers. All of you guys are keeping this country together, and for that I am so thankful. With that said, my distraction for you guys, I want to talk about dolphins. I love dolphins. They're one of my favorite animals. But did you know there are over 40 species of dolphin? You probably usually think of flipper here. There are over 40 species of dolphin, and it is Dolphin Awareness Month, and I want you to be aware of all the dolphins. I'm going to go through all the dolphins and maybe talk a little biology, maybe just to say they're cute and give them a rating. I'm going to rate all the dolphins. Ganges and the Indus River Dolphins. They live in rivers in a freshwater ecosystem. And because these rivers are so muddy, they are basically blind and only use echolocation for hunting and navigating. Like, that is, first off, so cool. There aren't many of them left. They're really cute, 15 out of 10, like immediately off the bat. Amazon River Dolphin, also known as the pink dolphin. Need I say more? Pink dolphins, why not? They have cervical vertebrae that are not fused, which is very uncharacteristic of dolphins, so they can turn their heads around. Also, they're pink, so 12 out of 10, love them. Our Guiana Dolphin, I don't know if I'm saying that right. First off, they're freaking cute as heck. They kind of look like Colette when she's like bathing in the sun. That's Colette as a dolphin. They're threatened by hydroelectric dams being built, but also deforestation because they live in river ecosystems. They need the full ecosystem, the full rainforest to be intact. So I don't know, they're just freaking cute. So 14 out of 10. And the Baiji dolphins are next ones. This is a Chinese river dolphin species that may be extinct. When China built dams, they were missing. They were believed to be extinct in 2006, and we've had expeditions go out trying to look for them with no luck. But China believes they may still have a chance, so what they are doing is protecting the area where they used to live and all the surrounding areas. It's very proactive. They may not even be around, but they're still taking that chance. They're erring on the side of caution, and I love that for them. So I hope they're still around. 20 out of 10. So cute. La Plata Dolphin. These are river dolphins technically, but they live in oceans and estuaries, so they still live in saltwater environments, not freshwater rivers. But this is the dolphin that washed up on shore and all the beach goers picked it up and took selfies, and then it died. So they're teeny tiny, they're freaking cute. And anyway, don't do that. Don't pick up dolphins. Because they're river dolphins that live in saltwater, they're indecisive to me, so they immediately get a 16 out of 10 and all my love. Because I'm indecisive. I'm a La Plata dolphin. I've just decided. Okay, short-beaked dolphins. Look at that coloration. They're so suave, they're widespread, markings are flippin' cool, and that would definitely confuse a predator because it's like zebras in my mind. One of their biggest threats is trawling, which is basically scooping up for fish and kind of destroying a habitat in the process. And so they get stuck in that a lot. 12 out of 10. I love them. They're freaking cute. The long-beaked common dolphin. Don't get confused with the short-beaked. They got longer noses, which makes them instantly more distinct and cuter. Maybe I'm biased because I have a big nose, but maybe I'm actually a long-beaked common dolphin. They're distinguished. Look at that rostrum. Work it, girl. Work those stripes. 15 out of 10. I love them. Me as a dolphin. Okay, next is the common bottlenose dolphin, which you guys probably assume when I say dolphin, that's what pops into your mind. Look at their smiles. I can't look at them. I can't look at that. However, they are kind of like the basic the basic dolphin, no offense, so 10 out of 10. Next is the Indo-Pacific bottlenose dolphin, which looks that looks like a bottlenose dolphin, right? You'd be so tricked. Look at that smile, they have the same loving smile, but they got speckles on their belly, which makes them instantly a little bit cuter, so 15 out of 10. Burrunan Dolphin. Only 150 have been found, so they look a lot like bottlenose dolphins. They're from Australia, they're endemic to that area, and yes, it looks like a bottlenose dolphin, but slightly more fashionable, a little cool, a little more interesting. So 20 out of 10. Northern right whale dolphin. Now, do you notice anything about this dolphin? I'll give you a second. Yes, the dorsal fin is missing. The northern right whale dolphin lives in the Arctic area, in very cold waters. They don't have a dorsal fin. Dorsal fins are an interesting way for dolphins to kind of expel excess heat. Now, if you're in cold waters, you probably don't want to lose heat. You want to retain as much heat as possible, so they don't have a dorsal fin. That's pretty cool. That's pretty different for a dolphin, so I'm gonna have to give them a 30 out of 10. They just look so cool. Look at their bellies. I love them. With that, we have the southern right whale dolphin. They're in cold waters in the southern hemisphere. So they're neighbors of the south. I guess they're not really neighbors. They're not neighbors at all, never mind. Oil and gas seismic activity, so drilling can bother these guys, as well as global warming. It's like 60% white, and that's a little different than all the other dolphins, so I mean, that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna have to give them a 35 out of 10. Next is the, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but the Tucuxi. I think of that guy from Julie and Julia. You know, the actor with the glasses who's bald, who's in Devil Wears Prada. You know what I'm talking about. This is him as a dolphin just because of the name. They're an oceanic dolphin technically, but it lives in the river. Another indecisive guy. So, because they're indecisive, they just have a very kind of cute look. So I'm gonna have to give them a 20 out of 10. Guiana Dolphin. And instantly, you know what, I'm gonna give it like a billion out of 10 because it's got like a pot belly. They're very shy. And so they don't like jump around and stuff. Maybe they're shy about their pot belly, but like honestly they shouldn't be, because it instantly makes them way cuter, and I just love them. I just love them. A million out of 10. A million out of 10. Next I'm going to talk about a whole genera or genus of dolphin. These are the Sousa dolphins, and there's 4 of them. There's the Indo-Pacific Humpback dolphin. These are sometimes called Chinese white dolphin, and they're usually like a white or a pink or a speckled, dappled kind of color. I don't know, they're freaking cute. The Indian humpback dolphin, they do have that a more probably prominent hunchback. They're cute. The Australian humpback dolphin, if you've ever seen like a lot of nature documentaries, they very commonly will do strand feeding, which is basically herding and scooping the fish all onto the beach to eat them. Cool. And then the last one is the Atlantic humpback dolphin. These guys live on the west coast of Africa, and they are critically endangered. Anyway, they're all cute. They have humpbacks. They're just cool and found around the world, and I love them. So I'm gonna have to give them an 18 out of 10 for the 4 of them. The Atlantic spotted dolphin, and as you can see, freckles. As someone with freckles who used to get made fun of their freckles, I 100% support the freckles on this dolphin. They get more freckles as they get older. Same. Maybe this is me as a dolphin. Freckles. That's it. That's what you need to know. So because this is me as a dolphin, yeah, 25 out of 10. Clymene Dolphin. These guys are mega cool. They are a combination of spinner dolphins and striped dolphins. Found out it was a hybrid because of DNA analysis. So DNA is super cool and helpful, and helps us find out where all these dolphins fit together. Okay, so they swim in these pods, usually about 40 dolphins, but they separate by gender and age. They just separate each other, and I love that. And they spin while jumping. A lot of these dolphins do, but these guys are very out there. They're like the cool gymnastics person at your school that just like does flips at recess. Like, this is that dolphin. 15 out of 10. Because they're hybrids and they do flips. So, okay, the pan-tropical spotted dolphin. If you've ever heard of dolphin safe tuna, a long time ago they used to use these awful nets to catch tuna. These guys are one of the dolphins that would swim around with tuna sometimes and get stuck in the nets. And so they were dying at an alarming rate. After the dolphin safe nets came out, they have been so protected that they're one of the most numerous dolphins now. So they have this big comeback story, which I love. Fishermen follow them to tuna. Not the best friend if you're a tuna. 15 out of 10 because of their beautiful comeback story and their beautiful markings. Spinner dolphin. Their scientific name is Stenella longirostrus, long rostrum. They got a big nose. You know, it's me as a dolphin. They've been known to spin like 5.5 times, which is like an 1800, which is like Tony Hawk move over. These are the dolphins that we need to be talking about. Not that Tony Hawk is a dolphin. One thing that's really detrimental to them, because they're on the coast, they're where people are, and they're very impressive, is tourism. So make sure if you do go on any whale watching or dolphin watching boats that you are picking reputable people who have the right permits and don't get too close. People also interact with the Hawaiian subspecies of these guys. Don't interact with wild dolphins. Spinner dolphin, 20 out of 10, duh. The striped dolphin, such distinct markings. They are beautiful. I'm in awe of them. Also, they have eyeliner. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but Colette also has eyeliner. So maybe this is Colette as a dolphin? I don't know, but they have very awesome markings and eyeliner. 25 out of 10. Duh, duh. Rough toothed dolphin. Am I wrong here? They look like they're constantly mad but thinking of something funny at the same time. Maybe it's just this picture. This is me watching people put like all the toilet paper in their cart. This genus has been in our fossil history for 2 to 5 million years, so I find them very cool. So I'm gonna have to give them a 15 out of 10. Okay, the Chilean dolphin. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you know dolphins could be this cute? They're just over 5 feet long. Like, they're shorter than me, and I love that. One thing they're threatened by is habitat loss of rivers and coastal areas. So building beachfront properties kind of harms the Chilean dolphin, and we don't want to do that. So anyway, they're the cutest little things. 35 out of 10. Commerson's dolphins. Oh my god. Sometimes people call them the skunk or panda dolphin. Look at that coloration. They're active, they're speedy, they do spins, they do jumps in front of boats, they do very well in like aquariums. Anyway, they're like god tier dolphins. They're so cute. 40 out of 10. Guys, this is, you heard it here, folks. These are the cutest. I hadn't ever heard of the Heaviside dolphin until I did research for this video, and all I could think of was the movie Cats, the Heaviside layer. Anyway, these guys belong in the Heaviside layer because they are that amazing. They're as tall as I am, which is kind of cool. So maybe this is me as a dolphin. Not much is known about them. There have been no intense studies because they're just, I guess, elusive. They're a mysterious dolphin that belong in the Heaviside layer. So 30 out of 10. The Hector's dolphin. Guys, look at that dolphin. They're the smallest and rarest dolphin. And when I say small, like less than 5 feet, 3 to 5 feet average. They're stocky. Look at that coloration. Look at that coloration. Look at that coloration. So they migrate from shallow to deep waters depending on the season, and they return to the same place. However, this starts kind of a gene isolation. If you're returning to the same place, seeing the same people, only mating, I guess dolphins, only mating with the same dolphins, there's not a lot of movement of genes. So you can kind of have what's called the allele effect, which is just low reproduction rates and population decline because you're not mixing the genes up. And they live in tiny pods of like 4 dolphins, and usually it's just one sex. It's like all ladies going out. 40 out of 10. Okay, so the Maui Dolphin. The Maui Dolphin lives in the North Island while the Hector's is south. And so they can't interbreed because they've been separated for so long. So now they're considered different species. Super rare, and they're kind of the most adorable thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, they're so cute. 40 out of 10. Risso's dolphin. It's not to be confused with Rizzo from Greece. Look at their bellies. Look at that bulbous melon. Look at that head. All dolphins will do what's called raking, teeth raking. They just scrape their teeth on each other through communication. These dolphins, though, have such an alarming amount of scratches that every hand-drawn picture or photograph that I saw of these guys covered in scratches. They just really retain those scratches, or maybe they're very conversational to each other. I find them so fascinating. I've never really looked into the Risso's dolphin, just heard of it, but just that face is so cute. 15 out of 10. The Fraser dolphin. I don't know why this reminds me of ice cream, but it does. I don't know if this matters, have the smallest genitalia for all the open sea dolphins. 12 out of 10. the Atlantic White-Sided Dolphin. They're great at jumping, which is very common for this genus. Look at that cute face. Have you seen anything cuter than that? I don't think so. 15 out of 10. The Dusky Dolphin. Ooh, look at those shades. Ooh, those colorations, the markings. These are another ones that you need to make sure if you own dolphin watches, they have all the permits and follow all the rules. Boats and tourism can sometimes disrupt natural dolphin activity, so be careful what you do out there in the ocean. They're so cute. 30 out of 10. The Hourglass Dolphin. The Hourglass Dolphin, it lives in the sub-Antarctic. It's rarely seen, but look at the hourglass shape on it. So not a lot is known about them. They're known as a sea cow, not to be confused with like manatee sea cows. I have no idea what their babies look like, but I'm assuming they're adorable. I love them. They're my favorite dolphin. 1,000,000 out of 10. Pacific White-Sided Dolphin. Regulation cuties. They're known as the acrobats of the sea. They'll do tons of flips. I can't with them. They're so cute. So 20 out of 10. And last from this genus are the White-Beaked Dolphin. It looks like a lot of the other Lagenorhynchus, but it looks like it just drank milk and has a milk mustache, which I love. Anyway, they're endemic to the Arctic. They're freaking cute. They just drank a glass of milk. 25 out of 10. Next, I'm going to talk about two, the Australian snubfin dolphin and the Irrawaddy dolphin. They both look a lot alike, and they both look like belugas. Belugas are not dolphins, they are whales, but these guys look a lot like belugas. And they're stocky and they're chubby. And there's a squirrel up on my roof. They do cool things like the non-parenting whales will actually babysit. Girl, we all need it sometimes. So usually in a pod, they have 8 females, 1 male as a ratio. But the males will actually switch pods and go breed, so you don't have any interbreeding, which is awesome. Anyway, I think they're cute, so these guys get a 20 out of 10. The melon-headed whale, they don't look like your typical dolphin. As you have known from this video, there's no typical dolphin. They have such wide mouths. They don't have a beak. You know, they kind of remind me of those dogs that look like lambs, or like a bull terrier. These are like the bull terriers of the dolphin world. Anyway, they forage at night, they are chilling in the day, and I think that they seem like really good guys. So 15 out of 10. The orca whale. Now I could talk all day about killer whales, orcas. I could talk all day about them. I'm just gonna leave you guys with a few of my favorite things. First off, there are tons of different ecotypes that live all around the world, and based on the ecotypes, they'll have different markings, different size eye spots. They may have even different vocalizations. I highly recommend looking up killer whale vocalizations from New Zealand areas. I love that they're very diverse, and also with that, there can be like resident versus transient whales. There can be some that live right off the coast, and there's some that are transient and live in deep water. I find them very fascinating, and I love them. I do. So I will give them a 30 out of 10. Pygmy killer whale. These guys also had a glass of milk before getting their photo taken. Barred owl. They also have a little white mustache. So these guys sometimes do these mass strandings where a bunch of them will wash up on shore all at once, which is crazy. Also very sad. They also often get bit by cookie cutter sharks, which are these weirdos right here. The cookie cutter sharks leave circled bite marks on their bodies, and for some reason these guys often do get bit by cookie cutter sharks. I have to give the pygmy killer whale a 20 out of 10. The false killer whale, these guys also do these mass strandings, which is crazy. They're 20 feet long. They have a face or a skull similar to a killer whale. They can have intimate relationships, sexual relationships with members of the same sex, but they can also mate with other species. If you have a male false killer whale and a female bottlenose dolphin, you'll get what's called a wolfin, and they can reproduce and produce viable offspring, which is crazy. Maybe one day they'll be a new species. They are just like all about that free love. So I'm gonna have to give them a 30 out of 10. Gonna have to. I have to. The long-finned pilot whale. They're freaking cute. Look at that face. They have the really long pectoral flippers, and actually for dolphins, all dolphins and whales, they have vestigial fingers. They still have 5 fingers, just like us. And then last but not least, the short-finned pilot whale. I just think these are the cutest little things. So the long-finned and short-finned pilot whales, I'm gonna give them both 20 out of 10 for cuteness. I hope this was an awesome distraction for you guys and that you kind of got to step away from the news for a long time. This is a long video. I hope everyone's doing okay and staying at home. Continue to find fun things to do in your own space, and I will see you next video. So thank you for watching. Bye.